Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be showing you how to use and light a Coleman iron. So this model that I have here is a Coleman 4A. There are a lot of different models, but as far as I know, they're all very similar. They all have a gas tank here with the fuel cap and the little nipple for the pump. I'll talk about that more in a second. The main valve on the back. The cleaning lever here that moves a little pin through an orifice at the end in the generator. Mine came with this little measuring can. It's got a nice little spout, but it's not strictly necessary. You can always just pour in Coleman fuel from the can to fill up the tank. So the first step of lighting your Coleman iron is to make sure there's fuel inside. So mine has a good amount of fuel. It doesn't take too much. Make sure your valve is closed. And I'll talk more about that in a second. Then you get your pump, whatever you're using. This one I found happens to work. It's meant for bikes, but it also happens to fit nicely around that area. So if you do not have the pump that comes with it or something like this, you can always just use your run-of-the-mill bike pump. Something with that on the end of it, just a bike pump, nothing special. So what you do to pressurize is you undo this little one on top, just a little bit, and then you carefully hold however you're going to pressurize it above like that. And make sure it's sealing okay. It's okay if some leaks out, because there will always be some that'll get inside the tank. So just to prove that worked, I can open this up and you can hear the pressure being relieved. Yeah, so just do what you can with the tools that you have. It might take a little longer if your seal isn't very good to pressurize it. It only takes about 10 or 15 psi for these to work properly. I'm just going to get it a little better with this pump here. There we go. Okay, we're all pressurized, we've got fuel, now we're ready to light. So, the next step is to get your matches, or lighter, or however you want to make fire. I like to have it on this side so I have good control over the valve and this. Here's a little bit better of an angle for you guys. So you have your match ready. I'm actually going to light it before I open it. Turn on the back valve. Hear the fuel running, and it just lights like that. It's pretty simple. See the flames down in there. Mine's kind of sputtering a little bit, but sometimes that happens. You just got to be patient. You may have to relight it once or twice. They are almost 100 years old after all. Mine's starting to go a little better. Now that it's starting to get warm, I'm going to put it on something a little more robust than just my workbench, on my metal vise. I'm gonna see if I can't get you guys a better view of the flames in there. So that one there that you can see is actually pointing directly up at the generator. It runs across there. And then down below, those ones are aimed down underneath at the main iron, so that when you are ready to iron something, the base gets hot and it works as it's supposed to. Now we're going to do some ironing. So you just take your iron and your wrinkled whatever it may be, clothing, napkin like I have here. And right now I don't think it's quite warm enough yet, so we'll put it back over here and let it heat up a little longer. The longer it runs, the better the flames get, the more stable they are. It's also very simple to take apart. These two screws here come off, and you can reveal the whole burner, take apart all this. It's pretty simple if you've ever taken apart a stove or a lantern made by Coleman. Alright, it's a little bit warmer now. You can always spray down some water too to help with steam. Most modern irons come with a steam function built in, but since this is from the 30s, it does not have that feature. Bring it over the top of it. Iron. I ironed a bunch of handkerchiefs yesterday with this thing. It's a pretty cool little device. And to turn it off, it's just as simple as turning it on. You just close the back valve here. And it'll run for a little bit, get rid of the remaining gas in the generator, but it'll slowly die down. Another couple things I forgot to mention. If it's having trouble, you may want to consider adding more air into the tank. You can do that while it's running. Just be careful you don't open the big one and let all of the air out. Also, it takes quite a long time for it to cool down even after it's been turned off, because that is a lot of mass to cool down. Like my whole, this whole vise is getting pretty warm. I don't recommend using them indoors because of the fumes, but I didn't run it for very long here. I'll show you what it looks like taken apart too. Those two are loose. You can just lift the whole assembly out, and there you can see the burner. It's a pretty cool design. Well, yeah, that's how you use a Coleman iron. This is the 4A model. All you need is the iron, some fuel, and a pump to get air in the tank, and you're good to go. Thanks for watching.